What's up, VC? It's Ty Guy, Thrashing Zombie. This is the first video of the three boxes of records I got for free. Okay, from my stepdad's brother and his wife, who unfortunately passed away a few years ago. There are his records and her records, and he's in his 60s, maybe almost 70. So there's no metal in here. There's really no hard rock. My stepdad actually took 4 or 5 albums out of here, the Beatles albums. So I didn't get those, but eventually I'll get them anyway, because he'll give them to me. But I've gone through, I separated what I wanted to keep and what I didn't want to keep. Tell you what, there's a lot of easy listening, folky stuff I do not listen to. There's probably 8 or 9 Barbra Streisand albums in here, and I do not want those. A lot of Andy Williams as well. I think this whole stack this whole stack is Andy Williams albums. But, you know, I did not pay for them, so I don't feel bad about these. There's some good stuff in here that I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to do these ones first. Go through these fairly quickly. These are ones I've cleaned, so that's why I'm doing these. The rest I haven't cleaned yet. There's a lot here. But these are just the ones I've already cleaned. Kind of listened to. It's like, okay, I'll keep that. John B. Sebastian. Not really familiar with him. I listened to part of couple, 2, 3 songs. Seemed okay. Something just put on the background, I guess. So that should be alright. This is classical music, Chopin. This is, what is this? The first American winner of the Chopin International Piano Competition, Garrick Olson. Chopin Piano Concert No. 1 in E minor, Warsaw National Philharmonic, Witold Rowicki conductor. It's part 2 actual prize-winning performances recorded live in Warsaw. I don't mind classical music. This is kind of interesting. So there's that. Bunch of freaking soundtracks in here. Dr. Dolittle soundtrack, the original movie, has all the musical numbers on it. Rex Harrison has got the little booklet in here, which is kind of cool and interesting, I think. I'll give this a listen, see what I think. I got to clean the jackets; they're kind of dirty. Should have done that already. Dr. Zhivago soundtrack, kind of classical-y stuff. It's fine. Another Footloose soundtrack. Already got that. My copy's better. This one. And these two are pretty cool. There might be the third one. Paul McCartney albums. This was just McCartney. It's a gatefold cover. I listened to this yesterday, actually. Pretty good. Paul McCartney, so it's cool. And this one I've never heard of, Pipes of Peace. I started to take a listen to this and then realized, hey, the record's warped. So I threw it in the vinyl flat to flatten that out. Yeah, it comes with the inner sleeve still, the original. Looks like it's got some water damage. The whole thing's kind of wavy, as you can see. But the record cleaned up nice, so. Another soundtrack. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It's a good movie. Enjoy the soundtrack or the score. So I mean, It's got some dirtiness. I have to try to clean that off as well. This Peter and the Wolf from Walt Disney, along with The Sorcerer's Apprentice on the other side. I did listen to The Sorcerer's Apprentice. I thought it was just the music, but it's also the story. It's narrated by Sterling Holloway, who, my kid actually heard me listening to this, and she said, "Are you listening to Winnie the Pooh?" I have a feeling it's the same guy that did the voice for Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Peter and the Wolf is narrated by him too, along with Leopold Stokowski. I don't know. Anyway, that was kind of interesting as well. The Disneyland label, kind of interesting. And this is the Rankin Bass production of The Hobbit, the original cartoon movie from the 70s. I don't read Greek numbers or whatever that is. 77 maybe. 78. 5, 6, 7, 1977 probably. It's almost yeah, you know what I mean. Do you? Who knows? Comes with this booklet. Basically it's a storybook. Story, cartoon. Anybody seen that cartoon from the 70s? 2 record set. They're kind of beat. I mean, comes in the Vista label. A lot of the records are pretty beat because, you know, back in the 70s, a lot of people really did not take care of their fucking albums, which I get. They weren't buying them to be like, oh, they're gonna be worth money someday. I get it. So they're just touching the grooves and shit. Yeah. So those are all the ones I cleaned. And there's still. I saved a box and a quarter, basically. A bunch of Frank Sinatra's, Paul Simon's. I'll show those too. Yeah, a bunch of Sinatra's. My kid likes Sinatra, so. Like I said, a bunch of soundtracks, movie soundtracks, scores. But we'll get to all those in the next video for this, after I clean some more. Those are the ones I cleaned. So, till next time, rock on again.